On October 15, Briarwood, Queens celebrated the life and legacy of Mrs. Uma SenGupta at the Uma SenGupta Way co-naming ceremony. The event took place at 152nd Street and Union Turnpike near her longtime home at Hillcrest Towers condominiums. The ceremony witnessed the presence of several prominent figures including Queensborough President Donovan Richards, David Viprin, James F. Gennaro, NYC Council Member for the 24th District in Queens, and Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parekh, amongst others. New York Attorney General Letitia James showed her support, emphasizing Uma's dedication to social, racial, and economic justice. Uma SenGupta, a dedicated educator and committed Democrat, passed away last year. Having migrated from India to the United States, she continued her career in education after successfully running a kindergarten school. Later, she dedicated herself to community service and, in 2004, was elected as Queens Democratic District Leader. Throughout her life, she worked tirelessly to strengthen the Democratic Party at the grassroots level and championed social, racial, and economic justice. Her legacy lives on through Uma SenGupta Way, symbolizing her enduring impact on the Briarwood community.
John, amen. That party was such a special tribute and so many emotions running through everyone. And but somehow with Uma at the head of things, we all held it together and got the most out of it. And we such a wonderful thing to do and bravery to do it.
Honored to have the mayor's office come and represent us, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you for honoring her in this way. She loved New York City, and your being here is an expression of your love for her. Thank you.
Hi, this is Dr. Sudhir Parekh. Really, this is a great thing happened today that the city of New York has honored our great leader, the real leader, genuine leader who worked for the community for 40-50 years, and so we should be very proud of it. Community is proud of it, and God bless Uma SenGupta, and God bless her family. Thank you.
Namaste. It's a great honor for me to join all of Uma SenGupta's family and friends of longstanding. I'm Assemblyman David Weprin. I've been associated with Uma and the entire SenGupta family for more than 30 years. She was a real pioneer in Queens County and in New York State. She was the first elected official as a Democratic district leader in the entire state of New York of Indian American descent, of Indian South Asian descent. And she did so much for the community. She was so involved in bringing Diwali to New York City and New York State before it was popular, before people knew what Diwali was. And she is a great leader, and it's a great honor for me to join with the family to remember and pay tribute to a great New Yorker, a great Queensite, a great South Asian American, Uma SenGupta.
Hi, good day. My name is Sukrani Danpat. I'm the South Asian Community Liaison for Mayor Eric Adams, and I'm here for the unveiling of Uma Gupta Way. And I just want to say this is an incredible celebration here to celebrate Uma's life. So I just want to say thank you to the family for having me here, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਸਬੀਰ ਜੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਈਨਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਪੁਰਾਣੀ 152 ਸਟਰੀਟ 152nd ਸਟਰੀਟ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਟਰਨਪਾਈਕ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਉੱਥੇ ਉਮਾ ਸੇਨ ਗੁਪਤਾ ਵੇ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਸਿਟੀ ਨੇ, ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਸਿਟੀ ਨੇ ਉਮਾ ਸੇਨ ਗੁਪਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਆਨਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸੜਕ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਿਲਡਿੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਮਾ ਸੇਨ ਗੁਪਤਾ ਵੇ ਕਰਤਾ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਫੀਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਮਾ ਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਸੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਨੋਲੇਜ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰੈਕੋਗਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਯਾਦ ਰਹਿਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਸੜਕ ਬਣੀ ਹੈ। ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ITV ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਾਂ ਦੇਣਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਮਾ ਸੇਨ ਗੁਪਤਾ ਦੀ ਬੇਟੀ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਾਂ ਦੇਣਾ।
Good morning. My name is Thomas Joy. I'm a police officer with Suffolk County Police, the Community Relations Bureau. I'm excited to be here today and being part of one of the attendees for Dr. Uma SenGupta Way, which has been unveiled today in Flushing, Queens. Dr. Uma SenGupta has been a trailblazer in our community, and she has done it way before any one of us even thought about being part of the community here. Through her hard work and dedication, she was elected, the first South Asian to be elected to the Democratic Party. And through her activism and all the work that she has done, today our community is forefront in politics, in elections, and in many of the endeavors that we have. So even after she has passed away, her legend lives on, and today we get to honor her in this special way, in a small token of appreciation, so everybody passing through Queens here can see her name and can remember her legacy. So I'm once again grateful for being here, and I wish you a good day. Thank you.
हेलो व्यूवर्स, एवरीबॉडी, आप लोग सब मुझे जानते हो, सुहाग मेहता, कम्युनिटी लीडर न्यूयॉर्क का। और आज जो ये हमारे उमा सेन गुप्ता के लिए एक समारंभ यहाँ पे किया था, तो હું ગુજરાતીમાં વાત કરીશ કેમ કે હિન્દી પંજાબી બધા બહુ બોલ્યા છે, તો આઈ એમ સ્પીકિંગ ઇન ગુજરાતી. સો ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ ઉમા સેન ગુપ્તાને આજે અહીંયા આપણા કોંગ્રેસ તરફથી એ લોકોનું જે 152 અને 18 ઉપર સ્ટ્રીટનું નામ આપવામાં આવ્યું છે અને એનું આજે રેકગ્નિશન હતું અને અમે ઘણા બધા લોકો આજે અહીંયા આગળ ભેગા થયા છે અને સ્પેશિયલ થેન્ક ટુ ઉમિતા, ઉનકી ડોટરને, એની ડોટરે મને ઇન્વાઇટ કર્યું હતું. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ સુમિતા સેન ગુપ્તા અને એના ફેમિલીને ભગવાન આવી જ રીતે બધું કામ સફળતા આપે. અને ઉમા સેન ગુપ્તાને તો તમે બધા જ ઓળખતા જ હશો. શી ઇઝ અ વેરી ગુડ કોમ્યુનિટી લીડર. શી ડીડ અ વન્ડરફુલ વર્ક ફોર અવર કોમ્યુનિટી. સો સેલ્યુટ ટુ હર. અને જ્યાં છે ત્યાં એમને આપણે બધા એમને માટે પ્રાર્થના બી કરીએ. અને થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ. અગેન જેટલા લોકો આ સમાચાર જોઈ રહ્યા છે બધાને સુહાગના તરફથી આપણા નવરાત્રિના તરફથી શુભકામનાઓ. હેપી નવરાત્રિ એન્ડ હેપી દિવાળી એવરીવન. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
हेलो, नमस्कार. आई एम डॉक्टर उर्मिलेश आर्या, past president of New York chapter Association of Indians in America and national president Association of Indians in America in 2018 to 2021. I have worked with Uma Sen Gupta ji as a president of the New York chapter for Deepavali, to initiate Deepavali in the City Hall and in the Gracie Mansion. As a national president, she helped me to have the national holiday for Deepavali, and we went to the Washington. She was a great leader. She was a great community supporter, and she helped us on every step whenever we wanted to do something or achieve something. It's a great pleasure and pride for me to be here. Now she has become immortal by having her name on the street. Happy Navratri, happy Deepavali to everyone. Thank you.
My name is Pradeep Tandon. I am associated with many organizations like India Association of Long Island, Akhil Vishwa Hindi Samiti, Uttar Pradesh Association of New York, and others. But I am here today as a parent of a student of Mrs. SenGupta. I met Mrs. SenGupta 35 years ago when she was a teacher and running a school, a Montessori school. I brought my 3-year-old daughter to her, and she was her first teacher. To tell how well Uma SenGupta was a teacher, my daughter became the valedictorian of her junior high school, valedictorian of her high school at Stuyvesant, went to Harvard, and that was all because Uma SenGupta was the first teacher of my daughter. So everybody has talked to us all about her public life as an official, but I knew her 35 years ago as a teacher, and she was a wonderful teacher. My homage and tributes to Uma SenGupta. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Gobind Munjal, and I'm the National President of AIA. I've known Uma SenGupta for a long time, and I know Sunita also for a long time now. Uma was a real trailblazer, as everybody has said. She was persistent. She was good at her advocating all the community needs, and she was all for others, not for herself. So she will be remembered forever, and we are grateful today that street naming ceremony has been done in her name, and now this street will be called Uma SenGupta Street. So that will be a great honor, and we wish Sumita SenGupta and her family all the best, and really we'll all remember Uma forever. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My name is Usha Bansal. I'm a physician, pediatrician by profession. I have known Sunita. I did not see Dr. Uma SenGupta but I heard a lot about her dedication and her work towards the community. And I think I'm fortunate to attend and to see this day that a street is named after such a dedicated community worker. I congratulate the whole family also. Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Les Purificacion. I am a former justice of the Supreme Court in Queens County. And on behalf of myself and many of my judicial colleagues, I want to thank and acknowledge Uma because she was instrumental in many people assuming the bench in Queens County. So it is appropriate that she is honored not only for her work in the community at large, but also in our work on assuring that we have a diverse bench, one that represents the community. And we wish her and her family the very best. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I've been known to Ms. Uma SenGupta for almost 6-7 years. Very, very helpful person since I've been, known her for. I came through a lot of things in US. I've been in US for over 20 years. But बहुत मुश्किलें आई जो उन्होंने मेरी बहुत help करी. And it was a time when, I really needed help, whether it was, legally, with politics, whatever it was. And she was always there, calling me every morning, talking to me for hours. And it was a time, when I needed extreme help. And she just came through all the time. And until the end, she kept helping me out with whatever assistance I needed. So really appreciate it for all the help. And today was a really nice day where, we were able to put a street sign on her name. And that was just very amazing. Thank you so much, everybody.
Namaskar. I want to thank everyone for coming out today and honoring my late grandmother, Uma SenGupta. She was a great community leader, a great friend, a mother, educator, but the best role was being a grandma. So I want to give my heartfelt thankfulness to everyone here in honoring her memory. Thank you very much.
Namaskar. This is Beena Sabapati, President of India Association of Long Island. I am here with Sumita SenGupta. It's a very proud moment for us naming the street after late Uma SenGupta, the first Indian democratic leader for the New York State. And it is all Indians should be so proud to celebrate this day, especially during Diwali time. So congratulations to SenGupta family and all Indians around New York City. Thank you.
जी मैं कमाल साबरी मुझे बड़ा खुशी हुई कि आज यहाँ बेहद मसरत हुई यहाँ के कि इतना अच्छा यहाँ कार्यक्रम एक अच्छा प्रोग्राम का यहाँ आज मुनक़िद किया गया और उसमें हमारी उमा जी के नाम से जो स्ट्रीट का नाम रखा गया है। उमा जी बहुत ही मेरे करीब शख्सियत थी और मुझे बहुत प्यार से अपने बेटे की तरह प्रेम करती थी, मोहब्बत करती थी और मेरा भी उनसे बड़ा लगाव था क्योंकि वो म्यूज़िक बहुत पसंद करती थी। मेरी सारंगी का बड़ा मज़ा लेती थी वो। तो आज उनकी याद में जो ये हमने आज ये इस माहौल को बनाया है कि यहाँ उनके नाम से रोड बनाया गया है, तो मुझे बेहद मसरत है कि उनको ऐसी शख्सियत को याद करना, ऐसे लोगों को याद रखना हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है। और ये दर्शाता है कि हम ऐसे लोग जिन्होंने अपनी कम्युनिटी के लिए बहुत काम किया है और सबके लिए अच्छा सोचा है और अच्छा किया है, तो उनको ऐसे याद करना बहुत अच्छा है और मालिक ने चाहा तो उनको हमेशा याद रखा जाएगा।
My name is Shubhra Goswami. Umadi is really a great inspiration for me, and she used to always wear red color sari because give you positive energy. And happy Diwali also. So although I'm getting old, but it's a memory for Uma SenGupta. So I wear the red color sari and be positive, and we used to celebrate Diwali and good over devil, light over darkness, always is to encourage me to performance. I am in a high school teacher. I taught for 30 years. And then on the side, I have a Ranjuni group, which she used to encourage a lot, bringing all the elected officials to help me and also encourage the activity of cultural and educational purpose. Thank you very much.
I'm honored to be here today to honor a true Queens trailblazer. You know, Queens is a great, diverse community full of people that have come here from all over the world to have a quality of life, to be respected, to be understood, to be part of the fabric of society. Uma SenGupta was a trailblazer in making sure that all of that happened for her community, her culture. She was a proud person. I'll just say ditto to everything everybody said about the phone calls, other than saying that you could not say no at any part of that phone call. That phone call was looking for a yes, and it was looking for an unequivocal yes, that because she was always fighting for others. It was never about her. It was never about her individual needs, but it was about the needs of her community, the needs to be understood in the civic culture, and also in the educational culture, but especially in the politics and government, making sure that people understood and people respected her traditions, her knowledge, and always reaching out to her for everything that we needed to do so that we can make this a better community. You know, Queens is a community of families and diversity. We need to hold on to that now more than ever in these perilous times, making sure that we respect each other and that we understand each other and that we do the things to look out for each other's culture. So I'm proud to be here this morning, and I thank Councilmember Gennaro for getting the street renaming done. It truly is a small token of the power that Uma SenGupta has impacted on all of us, and I want to thank Jim for making this happen. And I just want to acknowledge, and I'm sure you'll let her speak, but the better half of Congressman Meeks is here. Simone Meeks is here this morning. As you know, the congressman is stuck down in D.C. in turmoil down there with the foolishness, but he sent his better half here. Thank you all.
Uma SenGupta honored me all the time because she did make those phone calls. I heard all about them. But she found something special to get my husband to come to everything, and that was to say, I need to see your wife. So unlike the rest of you, it wasn't just a phone call for your presence. It was like, your wife has to come too. And I was like, nobody else's wife is there. Why am I coming? But when I came, she always made me feel like family. And she treated me like family, and her family has continued to treat me like family. So it's my honor to be here to honor her with a co-naming, and I wish we could make it bigger because I think her presence really pervades all of this place, and I'm just happy it's happening. So on behalf of my husband and myself, I'm happy, and thank you for it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim, for doing this and doing this as expeditiously as you did. I mean, I could go on for an hour about Dr. Uma SenGupta, who was such a pioneer in Queens, in New York City, being the first South Asian elected official. You know, I've actually been in elective office now for 29 years, believe it or not. I've been a Democratic district leader. I was in the city council for 8 years, and now I've been in Albany for 14 years. But every step of the way, I had somebody whispering in my ear, telling me what to do, and that was Uma SenGupta. In my case, it wasn't just a phone call. She says, I have to see you, David, and I'd have to go to her, wherever she was, and I did. And because you don't say no to Uma SenGupta. But she was really such a leader, and I want you to know, now we have a public school holiday for Diwali. But we would not have had a Diwali if 30 years ago Uma SenGupta wasn't celebrating Diwali and bringing everybody together at her annual Diwali celebrations. You probably all remember them at the World's Fair Marina and other locations. But really, it was Uma SenGupta that was the first to bring light versus darkness, love versus hate to all of us. And I also will remember her farewell. And she actually called me to tell me I have to be there. You know, you don't say no to Uma SenGupta, but she will always be remembered as a pioneer. We know she's looking down from heaven and giving out instructions. May her memory truly be for a blessing.
Most importantly, all the people that are here, my mother couldn't have been luckier in life and in her afterlife. I have never seen someone show up at cold brisk morning to honor her, pay respect to her, and this is to me real love.
Can I give
Love
the
that
mic to them?
you felt this way about my mother. Naturally, I'm her daughter. I feel that way about her. But so many people, I just made the call and they said, we'll be there. So Mom, I know you're in a good place. Look how many people still love you, respect you, remember you. And now we've made that legacy, that memory, a little bit more long lasting. And thank you, Jim. Without you, it couldn't have been done. And all, yeah. And all her friends in public office, they all showed up, and her friends in the community. She loved her community. And she always said, we are going to definitely be someplace, somewhere one day. We're going to be part of the American dream. And today I can say more and more, Asian Americans, Indian Americans, South Asians are getting into public office. And she was a trailblazer. She was a pioneer. For New York State, she was the first one, but I know she'll never be the last one.
She was a woman of unparalleled achievements, and that's why we are here to celebrate her. She was a woman who believed in service and in love and bringing us all together. And she was a woman who mentored so many of us to reach higher office. It's so appropriate that we co-name the street in her honor, particularly in the borough of Queens, which really reflects the world. And particularly at a time when our world is seeing problems, it is so critically important that we all come together and recognize the achievements of this great woman. I would not be the Attorney General but for Uma, and that's why it is my honor and my privilege to be here today. And to Doctor, thank you so much for continuing her legacy. Let us all continue her legacy by loving one another. Let us all continue her legacy by, again, talking about peace and understanding. God bless you, Uma. We miss you.
And of course, to Samita, thank you. We know we love you. Boy, Uma SenGupta, larger than life, trailblazer. If you ever were on the phone with her, you never got off the phone with her. Early. You know, there are two words that come to mind when I think about her: persistence, 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 persistence. Is a big one. Agitator sometimes too, but I yes, for a good cause. But truly, I could think of no greater honor, and I know this is such a small token of appreciation in memory of her, because she advocated for so many. And as our Attorney General put it, we have to do this And we have to honor those, especially in Queens County, as we talk about diversity and how our diversity is our strength in this borough. During a time when we see xenophobic attacks and xenophobic rhetoric, it is so important that we honor heroes and sheroes who come from the diaspora, from all over the world right here in our county. And this is a great representation of that. So I really want to thank everybody for coming out. This is really a great honor for a wonderful leader who really did give it all. Up until the end, still advocating and leaving Samita a list of things to get done as well before she left us. May God bless you. May you live on. We know you're gone, certainly in the physical, but your spirit will live on through each and every one of us. May we continue to work that, of course, Ms. SenGupta did for all of us. God bless you all.
Thank you, Councilman. And as I whispered before, not only did Councilman Gennaro get this street renamed after our beloved Mrs. Sen, but he got it done in record time, because usually it takes at least a couple of years to do. And so I was actually surprised pleasantly when I got the invitation for today's very special event. I'm so honored to join all of you here today in saying once again thank you to Mrs. SenGupta. Uma SenGupta was, as was already mentioned, larger than life, really a living legend while she was here with us physically, and continues to be a legend and inspiration. And you know, I've known Mrs. Sen for a really, really long time, from the phone calls, and Donovan is absolutely right. It's never a short phone call, but it was always a fulfilling phone call, to holding court upstairs in her apartment, where you didn't leave until you were absolutely gorged with food. You know, it's just so many memories, both personal as well as from a community and political perspective. Mrs. Sen guided us. She continues to do so. But you know what? With all of that, the lasting memory I will have of Mrs. Sen is the way she left us. I mean, you know, she knew it was coming. And I know, I know it always brings tears to Sumita, but you know, this is how I'm gonna remember her. Even to the very end, she was thinking of everybody else, and she gave us a chance to say goodbye. And days after that party we had to celebrate her life, she left, and she left on her own terms. And I think any of us, that's the best. I'll speak for myself. That's the best that I can hope for myself. And Mrs. Sen, we remember her not in a hospital bed, not in any kind of prolonged absence from the community, but we had a party, and then she said thank you and goodbye, and we continue to say thank you to Mrs. Sen.